Let's talk about passion and expectations a little bit. So we talk about society and expecting you to be a certain way, to do a certain job, and all of that. How did you break away from what expectations society has and go and follow your passion? And how did you deal with those circumstances?
I think that was the biggest battle I fought, which was going against the expectations of people and the expectations of people. When I say people, especially in a society that like we live in, it's not where just the parents or your immediate family has all of these. The whole society has, like you said, have all of these expectations for you, and even if you try to be this rebel that's I'm gonna do what I want, it kind of is ingrained in you. You're conditioned to think that what if I'm not doing the right thing by doing this. So growing up, I was actually I was the nerd in school. I was really shy. I was very I was quite uh I don't want to say timid, but I wasn't necessarily as open as I am now.
Right.
And I used to love uh, as much as I love being on stage and all of that, that part was kind of saved for a separate thing. I was obsessed with getting good grades, getting good marks, doing that, and
Right.
I found out much later. People thought I really enjoyed studying. I did not. I really did not. I just wanted to get good grades. It was as simple as that. And, I did computer science, physics, chemistry, math. I was always with my book. Even if I went for a wedding reception, I would carry my book along. I was one of those people. Wow. So everybody thought I was going to be either a doctor. And then when I did computer science, it's, oh, she's going to be an engineer. She's going to do an engineering degree. Then she's going to do an MBA. She's going to do that. And so I said, yeah, that's obviously what I'm going to do, because what else could I possibly do? And I think it was after my board exams, and I saw how much pressure it put on me and how much I hated what I was going through. I said, okay, maybe I need something more creative. So I'm going to try architecture. And then studying for the entrance exam also put me under so much pressure. I couldn't imagine the next 5 years of my life and the rest of my life be like that. And I went to a mentor counselor person who helped me like this. She also is a career counselor, but it was more of a completely just in general thing, right? Which I think was so important to understand, because I couldn't even just blame it on the society or my family, because I hadn't realized what I wanted to do myself.
Right.
So I can't just say, oh, but the society expected it of me. I expected it of me too. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And that's the conversations I had there, and that's what helped me realize that this is what I want to do. And once that happened, once I had that clarity, it started to get a little easier to do these things. After that, there was still a lot of pushback, because the family expects something, extended family expects something, teachers in school expect something. But I think through all of that, I've been really grateful and blessed to have a support system that's been on my side for that, through that. That's supposed, even though my dad might have taken a little while to accept that this is what I wanted to do, even though there was pushback in terms of multiple things, because how the industry is. People see the industry as this big bad wolf kind of thing. It's not. There's a big bad wolf in every industry. It's just about how you learn to deal with it. And so despite that pushback, I think, for instance, my dad saw my passion in what I wanted to do, and he knew nothing was going to kind of break me away from that. And that's where it's so important to stand your ground. Like, hey, this is what makes me happy. This is where I know I will shine in, and I know it's going to be really, really challenging. But I can't imagine putting that strength and all of that effort elsewhere. I think eventually they see that, and they support you. And if you don't get the immediate support from your family, there will always be someone around who sees your potential, who sees your passion, and supports you. But it is going to be really hard to break away from. I still struggle with it. I still struggle
Right.
with the expectations of the society and what I put on myself. It's just about reminding yourself every day about who you are and what you want to do and what makes you happy.
A couple of things that stood out, and you expressed it so beautifully, Samyukta, but a couple of things that stood out is you did seek help from a counselor, a career counselor, a mentor. As growing up, we are unaware of our strengths and, what our passion, you can be 20 also and say, hey, I don't know what to do. Much later as well. So it's really great that you thought of seeking help from a person who can figure it out and help you figure it out. So for our audience also, we have a bunch of mentors, coaches, counselors on our site to help with this, to discover your strengths. So do check out talentees.com for that. Another thing that you said, Samyukta, was you stood your ground. And it's not just saying I want to become a dancer, I want to become an actor. You put in the effort to do that, and I guess that's where your parents and your family sees that you are serious about it. So I don't I mean it is a matter of effort also that you put in.
If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe for more of these informative videos.